Yeah, baby. Zeus, if there was ever an episode, this was the episode y'all did what y'all had to do. Johnathan is a force that I'm literally watching this on the edge of my motherfucking seat. And this is Zeus we talk about. Zeus Network. I'm on the edge of my seat. Jonathan's that dude. I'm sorry. That dude. When I tell you 3-4 rounds with that dude, with Rio, oh yeah. Rio couldn't stand a chance. From the trailer, I knew he couldn't stand no chance. I was like, oh yeah, he gone. Yeah. Did he pull his hair out? Ciao. Let's talk about it. First of all, Milan, if Milan, this is the thing. This is the thing I don't like about Milan. Milan is just like a LA nigga that wants to perpetrate and act like you something that you're not. When you could have just came on the show and just been your authentic self. You said you did reality before. Then you should have been your authentic self, and nobody would have deemed you Mr. Fighter. Now you talking about your leg hurt. You don't want to fight after you just saw your friend get beat up. And Milan is whack. It's weird too because it's just like, sir, like you have everything going for you. You look good. Your body's good. You seem like you're very charismatic. You're confident. So you would think that everything was good. But it's like now, after fighting all these other people, now you're like, I'm not fighting no more. I'm not fighting no more. Like I tell a lot of people, when you start some bullshit, you don't get to determine when to stop it. When you start it with somebody else, they determine when you're going to stop it. So, you started that shit. Actually, I think Jonathan started, but regardless, you started that shit with all them dudes in that house, and you think that they weren't going to pull your card one day. They pulled your card and then ran your ass about the house. So, Jonathan and Rio, it's the continuation. They just tearing each. Jonathan is tearing him apart. They on the floor. The security guards. It's two big old security guards just putting all their 200-pound weight on these men. And then Rio is just grabbing Jonathan's jacket, trying to rip it for dear life. But Johnathan ripped out this man's dread little twisties. I'm like, I would be so embarrassed, so ashamed. He just ripped it out. And if you ever, mind you, I wouldn't say long hair, but my hair goes to like like close to my chin. That's how long my hair is. And it hurts when I comb my hair and there's breakage. It hurts then. Just think when somebody's pulling your hair and they pull out braided hair. Bitch, fuck you. Bitch, fuck you. But at the end of the day, I'ma still give Rio his props. I'm like, you did what you had to do. Not that many niggas would even go one round with Johnathan. You went 4. And that you are 0-4, just like Carry On. So 0-4, but you did your shit. Now I give you that because I saw, I think on the second round when y'all were downstairs, he threw that one hit. And you got your hit in, your one hit in. I mean, that was a good hit, but you still, he did what he had to do. And then after they break that up, Jonathan looked at Milan like, yeah, you next. What's up? Milan's like, nah, I'm not about to do that. And then talk about, I hurt my leg. I'm not doing all these excuses. But I'm like, I thought you were Mr. Fighter. You fighting all these other people just like squaring your hands up. But now it's excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. Funny, huh? And then Jonathan pulled out that damn fire extinguisher. I ain't never seen somebody run out of the room so fast. It literally, I blinked and Milan was downstairs outside catching the bus. I'm like, oh, Milan, what? No. You're downstairs. Milan said, bitch, I am out of here. He pulled a white woman and he said, I am out of here. He is crazy. That's weird. No, what's weird is coming on the show acting like you somebody that you're not. I thought you're from Chicago. But, girl, whatever. You do you. So, John to go downstairs, he living his life. he breathing a little hard because he did a workout. He go downstairs, he talked to Carrie. Carrie, I was like, bro, what's up? What's going on? Carrie, a little weird. I'm like, what's up? So then he like, yeah, I just beat up on Milan for it. He was like, which friend? He was like, the dude with the beard. He's like, yeah, I just beat him up. And all the while in this confessional, Jonathan got these dreads in his hair. I'm just like, oh my God. To really put insult to injury. And so they just talking downstairs, just talking about how he just he did what he had to do upstairs. They come downstairs, and then mind you, upstairs Rio is wrecking havoc. He is over here running through rooms, picking up lamps, pushing on the security guards. And Zeus, one thing you can do for me is next season, please buy some dude, like train your security guards to be able to hold these people. Get the security guards from Love and Hip Hop, cause once they got you, they got you. These dudes, shit, it made no sense. So he over here finally calmed down. So Rio come downstairs, and I guess they lock eyes when they came downstairs. And I hear people in the background like, let them fight. And then all of a sudden they run up on each other, just what? I'm just like, oh my God. Now, if it was me, I don't care win or lose. I'm still getting out there with anybody. The adrenaline's kicking in. You ain't gonna feel it. You'll probably feel it in the morning. But I know Rio, he gonna feel it in the morning. I feel he's gonna need a Tylenol or Excedrin. Shit, because he's gonna be rocking headache. So yeah, and then they are here trying to keep them apart. They are here like Rio fall. I saw in the video Rio was like, "Oh, I tripped over the security." It didn't look like you tripped over anybody because literally you fell backwards and your hands went out like outwards from your side. It don't look like, oh, I fell. It looked like you got knocked the fuck down and slid backwards, and then he over here did like a under swoop into your face, and then I guess Rio busted his chain, and then they finally pull Rio outside. He outside talking to his boy, I assume. They over here just chit chatting, shooting shit, and Johnathan finally get up, and I don't know. He go out like the garage door, look, and all of a sudden you hear people. He's talking to the dude. Rio talking to the dude outside. They chit chatting, and all of a sudden they're like, you hear like rustling that, and all of a sudden Johnathan comes out like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers, and just like Super Saiyan, Mortal Kombat finisher move to his face. It low-key startled me. And if it startled me, I could only imagine how Rio felt. And I'm just like, oh my Lord. In the next scene, you see Rio talk about, you know. Jonathan like, bitch, I don't know nothing. And then, Rio trying to run around. He grabbing lights, the boom mic, all this. I'm like, you're 0-3 at this point. It's just stop. But I get it. You got something to prove, you feel you've been snuck, or I don't know what's going through your mind, but I'm just like, just stop. But all of a sudden they pan over to the next scene, and Milan's sitting on top of the roof, it looked like, and he just over here just thinking like, kumbaya, like, no, what you're doing is you're looking at your friend getting beat the fuck up, and you're just sitting there. If that was my friend, we're not friends no more, and I'm coming after you because it's just like, you sat here. I'm not asking you to jump in, but what I am doing is I'm fighting your battle. Real, you over here fighting for Milan, and Milan didn't do not a goddamn thing. Milan sat there cool, untouched, it seemed, and I'm just like, ain't that funny? You came here to help your friend, and your friend didn't even help you. Damn. And then I thought it couldn't get any worse. And then Milan's over here boasting, talking about, you need to get up out of this house. So I'm calling the cops. Like, for him to talk about, I'm from this set, I'm from Chicago, I'm da da da. But I was like, And mind you, I grew up in the motherfucking suburbs. I grew up in the middle class over here, like suburbs, right? I've been in like, I think 7 fights, right? Never called the police. I've been jumped by my roommates. Now, that's a whole nother story time where it's like I had to fight each of my roommates one by one because they jumped me, so I had to fight them one on one. But it's like the whole situation where it's just like you call the cops on somebody that you could have easily fought, but you like, I'm calling the cops. Like, what? And you are the oldest bitch in the house? You got me fucked up. And the fucked up thing about this whole situation with the police calling the cops, what if the cops would have took Johnathan and your friend to jail? Then what? And they were like, oh, I would have paid his, I would have posted his bail. I would have posted his bail. Still, you got to go down there and get booked and shit. The fuck? Fuck that shit. What a friend. What a friend, Milan. So at the end of the day, Milan called the cops just for the cops to walk through, say hello to everyone. Everyone says hello back in unison, and they leave. So it's just like, you did that for what? So Milan goes upstairs. I guess he wants to talk to Johnathan. Let's say, they trying to talk. After the police leave. And then Johnathan is just like, okay, well, let's go in this room and talk. And Milan looked like, well, okay, we can go in the room and talk. But Johnathan, let's go in here and talk, though. That's what it given me. I'm just like, you a grown ass man. What is going on? What am I looking at? This seems like a total diametrical opposite of the person we saw from episode 1 to 8. That diametrical opposite. I use Dorit's word. The opposite person. This is like night and day. Like, who is this person? Is this the real Milan? Okay. So we travel downstairs and we see Rio and everybody just having a good time. And Rio said he calmed down. He just want to party now. At this point, kick Milan out the house, because bitch, you ain't bad. Kick him out the house and put Rio in the house, because at least you ain't scared to fight. You might lost because you want to get the big dog, but put him in the house because he cool. He seems like he's cute. He's fine. He looks fun. So I'm like, put him in the house. He kind of sexy. Can we talk about that stripper in the pink, baby? That is a lot of ass. Yeah, that is a lot of ass. Or, in other words, there's another word for ass nowadays, BBL meat. So, it's a lot of ass. Maybe I'm a prude, but okay, I saw Natalie. Natalie was giving me a real lesbian vibe with the girl in the brown. And then they pan over to the stripper with her legs wide spread eagle. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, maybe I'm a prude. I was not expecting that. I'm like, oh my God. Wow. Yeah. Next thing. So that night ends with Johnathan going to a hotel, and he is not happy about it. Low key, he should have stayed in the house. He came out victorious, like the show. So Milan and Rio should have went to a hotel, low key, for their safety. So the next morning, they over here show the infamous clip with Johnathan hitting that boy with the chair. He said that Rio hit Johnathan with the chair first, so that's why he retaliated. So if that is the case, then I'm not mad, because I'm just like, I mean, fair is fair. You hit him with a chair, so you can't sit here and be like, oh, well, you're not going to, you can't hit me with a chair. And we got Milan over here running around like a white woman. He like, yeah, but I hit him with a chair. You already know Milan's on the phone with the police. You already know he on the phone with the police. And, yeah, so after all that happened, the boy hand is bleeding. So at this time, Johnathan has officially signed out, signed, sealed, and delivered on the Bad Boys Club. He is out. He has got sent home, I think, from the incident. And they're basically trying to figure out, well, the leader, Milan, now that Johnathan's gone, and Milan has a little bit more amplifier in his chest. So they're trying to figure out how did he know that there was no security there. And it comes to find out that Gutta was the one that let Johnathan know. The crazy thing about all of this is while Milan is explaining to the paramedics about the situation that happened between Rio and Jonathan, I was just thinking, Milan, you were out that window and you saw this shit happen and you let your friend get beat up not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. And now with the chair, you didn't even try to run out there and help at all. If it was my friend, like I tell all my friends, like regardless of the fact, you know I'm gonna have your back 10 toes down. I'm gonna let you handle your shit, but you already know I'm gonna have your back. At some point, fuck it, bitch, we're jumping. We're jumping you. No, but I'm just like at some point it's not. It wasn't even his battle, so it's just like if this is my logic. If Milan would have jumped in, I get it because it wasn't the boys' battle. So I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, yeah, y'all had the beef, but I'm just like, damn, you let your dude go out. You let your boyfriend go out bad, Milan. When I tell y'all Milan is outside having a fucking aneurysm, a mental breakdown. Over here talking about it's weird. And people are saying it's weird. Like, bitch, you know what's weird? Ice cream and soda together. That's weird. This isn't weird. If you have beef with somebody and you say it's on site, because we did see Real say it was on site. If it's on site, then it's on site. Like, I don't see what the issue is. But obviously Milan didn't grow up around that. Sorry, Milan. So Really B, Gutta, Carry On, Anthony are all outside, right? They're all basically recapping what happened. They're like, are y'all going to talk to the police? Because the police is still here. And like they all were saying, like, no, we're not going to talk to the police because, like, what are we going to talk to the police for? Like, Milan said everything. Milan sung like a songbird. Milan said everything that needed to be said. Milan saw the fight. He saw what was going on. Milan just knew not to take his ass outside. So after their conversation, the producers thought that it was, I guess, important enough to throw this scene with Curtis and Dylan, the Lamps, in here, and they're talking about somebody stole his shoes, and then Dylan talking about I did not know none of this stuff was going on. Of course, furniture doesn't know what's going on. Furniture just stays there and looks pretty and or looks decorative. That's it. But his shoes were stolen, and regardless, I hope he gets his shoes back. Not even trying to be shady. But let's go back to the little house meeting that they're about to have. So basically, at this meeting, everybody sits down. Everybody looks like they have been fucking. They walked through the Sahara. They look tired. And Milan comes in and tells them that Rio will be joining the cast. I mean, it makes sense that he will be a replacement. I mean, I get it because they were missing 2 people, so cool. But I don't know, y'all. I'm just so disappointed in Milan. Like, wow. This was a good episode, y'all. I hope you guys enjoy this good old podcast that I'm doing. I'm still on vacation. I'm enjoying this post-graduation season I'm in right now. I just had an interview and it went amazing. So guys, wish me nothing but luck. Like, comment, subscribe. And again, this is Brian Keith, and I will see you guys again. Bye.